What is happening, guys? Mattmade here, and here are my first impressions on NUTZ. NUTZ is a non-linear platformer being developed by Pandemonium Interactive. It is currently in development and its Kickstarter campaign is currently up. The story of NUTZ is fairly basic. A horde of lizards one day attacked the planet, and after years and years of peace, unprepared for the battle, things go south for the planet and things fall to you. You have a selection between two characters currently, Syl and Saya. Each character has a very different skill set and weapons. While Syl is your standard projectile, gun-wielding soldier type, Saya uses katanas and shurikens more like a ninja. Depending on which you choose, your playstyle and the game's difficulty will vary wildly. Syl collects various weapons and ammo throughout the demo, while Saya not so much. In my playthrough, I hadn't seen any type of different weapons or different types of shurikens for her. With Syl, as long as you're paying attention to where you are, things are fairly simple and easy. He also has a wall jump that is good for getting around obstacles and sometimes scaling walls. Saya, however, is quite difficult to use and maneuver around. Since she uses a katana and her shurikens don't do much damage, you'll be up close and personal with enemies all the time. If you don't kill them swiftly, then they'll get a hit or two in, which will drop your health quickly if it constantly and consistently happens. Graphically, the game isn't innovative or impressive. The backgrounds are vibrant, however, there's a weird motion to them when you move around. That movement can be fairly distracting and confusing at times and does take the focus away from the gameplay itself. This may be tightened up in a later update or release, considering that this is a demo. However, currently it's quite jarring and distracting. The way the characters are constructed and move, to me, is similar to Scribblenauts. The arms seem a bit loose and the characters and enemies have sort of a cartoony and wacky style to them. This isn't too bad, and it does work for how the game is paced and how the world looks and feels. The gameplay of NUTZ, that gets a bit awkward. This could personally be due to the fact that I don't play many games with a keyboard and mouse, but I have played my fair share of FPS shooters on PC. Even considering my lack or limited experience with, WASD mouse computer games, the controls did come off as a bit odd. There was no upfront instruction or information on what the buttons did, and in order to see what they did, you had to get into the pause menu. I expected there would be some sort of tutorial in the first few minutes of the game, however it threw you in without any instruction or any type of tutorial, which was a bit aggravating and frustrating. While playing with Syl, things are, again, basic and fairly easy. You start off with your basic pistol, and you can find things like machine guns, laser guns, grenade launchers, the whole 9 yards out in the world. These make taking down enemies easy, as long as you continue to pick up ammo, of which there was plenty when I was playing it. You will always have your special weapons available. Again, Saya, on the other hand, is extremely difficult to use. Not only do you have to get close to the enemies while they are shooting at you, if you accidentally touch them, you take damage. So if you're swinging your sword and you move forward a bit too much, you take a moderate amount of damage from simply touching them. Also, if you throw the shurikens at them, you have to throw about 6 or so to take an enemy down, just one enemy. On top of which, you only have 3 shurikens before you have to reload. Personally, this makes Saya almost unplayable and a total nightmare to use. Hopefully they balance her out by either giving her increased sword damage or more shurikens to throw before she has to reload. You also have a stock of 3 lives in this demo, upon which if you run out, it's game over and you have to start the entire stage over. Also, I played for about 20 minutes and I was not able to complete the demo. There were no instructions or directions on how to complete the stage or where to go to complete the stage. There was one point where I had to jump from windmill to windmill and I was playing as Syl, and if I got hit or timed it wrong, I would either be knocked off or slide off straight down to death. There was no platform under that. The slopes and some of the other mechanics need a bit of work so they don't cheat the player out of a life or cause random unnecessary deaths. All in all, N.U.T.Z is a game that is rough around the edges and needs work. From the camera angles, to the movement, to the mechanics, the game does need some refinement and retooling. That being said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Does the game seem interesting? Does it seem like it could get better? Does it seem like a platform that you'd be interested in? Let me know. Personally, I'm skeptical and slightly cautiously optimistic about it. But don't forget, if you guys like weekly reviews and daily Let's Plays, consider striking that subscribe button. This is Mattmade, and I will see you guys next time.